Welcome to the channel. My name is Matthias. Today we're going to talk about Superior Spider-Man issues 5 and 6 written by Dan Slott. Here we have Superior Spider-Man crossing quite a few red lines. And the odd thing, or at least what feels sort of like weak writing, is that it doesn't call the attention of any heroes. Like, no one's like, hey, Spider-Man's acting super weird. We get just one page where the Avengers are like, hey, Spider-Man did something really sketchy. And Wolverine's like, yeah, don't worry, lay off him. It might just be a phase. And at least for me, for what goes down in these issues to be believable, some other street level character would have been hot on Spider-Man's tail, like busting his balls. Especially Daredevil or even Wolverine. That aside, let's get into these issues. Now, issue 5 actually starts off with this new villain. His name is Massacre, who I don't know too much about. He seems to be a full-blown psychopath. He doesn't even feel emotions. And what's really sinister about the character, you get the impression that he really wants to take advantage of that. So what happens at the beginning of this issue, it's pretty interesting because what he does, he goes to the head of this soft drink company. And he tells her, look, if you pay me a shit ton of money, I'll put on a t-shirt with the name of your competition. I will go to a very public place, unalive a lot of people. And it will be a PR disaster for your competition. And if you don't go with this plan, I'll kill you on the spot. So what happens is we have a hostage situation in Grand Central Station. Basically, it's not a hostage situation. Massacre is killing people left and right. So what happens is Superior Spider-Man springs into action, but before engaging with Massacre himself, remembers that in a previous encounter with Spider-Man, when he wasn't in control of Spider-Man's body, Massacre has a habit of having backup hostages. And in a pretty cool way of using comic book science and technology, he's able to find these hostages. He saves them first. The ghost of Peter Parker is very impressed in how Otto Octavius was able to handle this. Then Otto goes straight to confront Massacre. And the thing is that it seems that we're dealing with a pretty big body count already at this moment. He picks up Massacre's gun and he shoots him on the spot, point blank. Before he kills him, we do get this really cool line from Massacre that he's actually happy that he feels an emotion, even though that emotion is complete fear because he's going to die. This really illustrates how messed up in the head this character was. So, again, Spider-Man kills this guy, shoots him at point blank. I remember when I read this, I was astounded that they went for this. Even though Superior Spider-Man did help save a lot of cops, they let him go scot-free. He shot an unarmed man at point blank. So, at least for me, I feel like at least you have to do some paperwork if it was justified or not. But another thing is that, again, I feel like other street-level heroes would start questioning Superior Spider-Man. Especially Daredevil would be a character that would be hot on his tail from this point on. I'm not sure if we're dealing with the Shadowland era of Daredevil, but if it wasn't Daredevil, you would have Iron Fist or Luke Cage. As I mentioned earlier, we just get one page where we have the Avengers sort of asking themselves, hey, what's the deal with Spider-Man? And that's it. In issue 6, we have two low-level villains. We have Screwball and Jester. They're actually running around the city, pulling off small heists. And all these heists, they're filming them. They're also filming practical jokes that they're doing across the city. And what happens is they actually humiliate J. Jonah Jameson, that during this time he was the mayor of New York City. So what happens is JJJ actually calls on Superior Spider-Man to capture Jester and Screwball. And what happens is Superior Spider-Man goes to City Hall. When he's informed of this mission, he really doesn't want to do it. And we get this fantastic line where JJJ actually tells Superior Spider-Man, look, you owe me for all the times that you have webbed me up and left me upside down hanging. And since Superior Spider-Man is Otto Octavius, he has been in that situation too. So it's hilarious that Otto is able to empathize with J. Jonah Jameson over this. And internally he's like, yeah, that really sucked when Spider-Man used to do that to me. So what happens is Superior Spider-Man decides to help J. Jonah Jameson. And when he finds Jester and Screwball, at first he has a hard time when he tries to engage with them. But it really touches a nerve for Spider-Man when they start laughing at him, they start ridiculing him. And he totally snaps and beats the living crap out of Jester and Screwball. The beating that Screwball and Jester get is so bad that they start fearing for their lives. Obviously, this is very uncharacteristic for Spider-Man. You know, not even the authorities are like, hey, Spidey, you're going overboard. But that aside, I'm going to leave this video here. I hope you guys liked it. See you guys next time. Bye.